Back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course, pleased to be joined by Johnny Michaels of South Lyon Football. How's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Um, Coming off a huge win against Waterford Mott,
hmm
that had to be huge for the team. I know,
Oh my.
2-0 on the
Yeah.
season. I know it matches the win total that you guys had last year.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys. What has it been like this year to you know to play what just has it been like this season so far?
Well, honestly, it's been so great. Like all the work that our team's been putting in the off season with this chip on our shoulder of going like worst record South Lions ever had in so many years, and like kids were just motivated all off season and finally seeing it pay off and already tying our total win total from last year. Like kids just feel great. They're all fired up. We're ready for the rest of the season to come.
Yeah, for sure. So can I think that going in after last season, what was the off season just like for you guys? Just overall, what was I know you guys have a lot of you guys, have put a lot of work in, went to a lot of camps and all that fun stuff. But tell the viewers what the off season was like for South Lyon.
Well, in the winter time, we start our winter workouts. We got some new weight and conditioning coaches over at Ethos. Um, so they've been helping us, and it's been really fun actually because we have our whole team returning. Like we lost very little seniors, and majority of our team that was starting are all coming back together. And our grades, like we're all the same age, so like everyone's close with each other. We're all friends out of school or out of sports, and so kids have just been after it together. We're always holding each other accountable, making sure everyone's showing up.
Yeah. Okay. So, you're a receiver this year. What has it just been like to be part of this part of this offense that did go through a little bit of change this year?
Yeah, so now we're doing a lot of under center stuff, and some wing tee. We did actually do a pretty fair share of throwing against Mott last night. But no, I'm a tight end. I get my receptions here and there, more of a catch and run after catch type of tight end. But no, it's I was always trailing behind a tight end who was above me, so I didn't get as many reps as him last year. And usually he was the receiving tight end. But now that I'm the like tight end one, I'm getting most of the reps. So it's just been a little adaptation, more rollout passes, but good for me at tight end, I guess.
What's it been like what's it like catching a pass and going all the way out there?
It's awesome. There's nothing like catching a pass and you turn your head and you see open space and it's just a corner in front of you. And I trust myself enough. And I'm gonna make the guy. I'm gonna usually just dip the shoulder and get some yards, run him over.
Absolutely. I know this to play in a conference just as tough as what you guys are playing in with the Lakes Valley Conference, and I know that there's a lot of teams that you guys have played for years and years and years and years and years. What's it just like to play, teams like Lakeland and Milford and South Lyon East and the Walled Lake schools and the Waterford schools?
Well, definitely every game feels like a rivalry game to us. We take every game so personal because there's always something that happened last year or there's tradition. So like just like Mott, like they've beaten us the last 2 years. So like we wanted some payback and they put up 40 points on us on average over the last 2 years. So we definitely wanted to play a great defensive game. And Lakeland's always a tough team to play, and same with Milford and East. And yeah, every game in the LVC is always a tough game.
Okay, so well, that of course is a testament to what the next few weeks are going to look like. The Mott game was at
Hmm.
home, and these next two games are going to be at home, and that's a huge advantage to you guys.
Yeah.
Walled Lake Western comes to town week 3, and then after that, Milford will come to town week 4. Next 2 weeks are going to be pretty tough for you guys. And obviously, we'll start with this, but let's focus on this week's opponent with Walled Lake Western. What was it like? What's it going to be like to go up against a team that's had a stronghold on this division for quite a bit of time? I know they haven't won every year. I know you guys have gotten them a couple times over the years, but what's it going to be like knowing that you guys in Western you guys have had some battles with them over the
Yep, definitely. Like now we know we're a legit team. We got our confidence back from last year. Like in this off season, we didn't have much confidence. Like we went 2-7. We weren't confident with ourselves, and then playing a great game against Northern, and then beating a talented Waterford Mott team. We're ready. We're up for the battle against Western, knowing and playing against their good talent. I know they got Donovan Triplett, who had a great game week 1 I saw, and Liam Vaughn, who's really good tackle for them, and Troy Temple. They're a talented squad, but we'll be ready. We're ready for them.
um all right. Okay, so Johnny, let me ask you this. How do you like mentally get ready for a game?
Usually we gotta. I like to have a good breakfast before school for sure, because most games take place during the school year on a Friday, and we all wear our jerseys to school. But during the school day, I usually like to have an AirPod in, and I take it out during class. But music is usually my main go-to. It keeps me locked in, and sometimes in class when I have like some free time, I watch film on my computer. And then when I get home, I like to have another good meal right before I eat, and I always pack a banana because you can't like eat a meal 1 hour before the game because you usually got to be at the field by a certain time to get ready to go to the game. But always mentally lock in. I'm usually not so like pumped up before the game, like in the locker room. I'm more like kind of a spacious guy. Like I like the quietness and the music going in my ears, and I like to just lock in and visualize what I'm gonna do.
All right. Okay, let's Johnny, let's get to know you a little bit. How about that?
Yeah.
Um, okay, favorite what's been your favorite moment in your football career so far?
Uh, what was my freshman year? I play. We have 3 levels in our program: freshman, JV, varsity, and I was playing JV most of the year until there were some injuries on the varsity team at linebacker. So they pulled me up, and it was our playoff game against East. And Zach Noel, who was the linebacker over me, he was a senior. He had this knee. He went down on the first play of the game, and I got thrown in as a freshman with 4,000 people in attendance. And I've had a few tackles as a freshman in the varsity playoff game. And we ended up winning that game in double overtime with a game winning field goal by our kicker.
Okay.
That was awesome.
All right. Let's see. Favorite who's your favorite team to root for?
Favorite team to root for? Green
This is
Bay
could be
Packers,
a
easily.
pro, college,
Yeah.
or any sport really.
Green Bay Packers fan, huge Green Bay Packers fan. My dad was from Wisconsin, just grown up watching the Packers. I'm actually going to go to Lambeau Field this year. Love the Packers.
Have you been to Lambeau?
They're my guys. Have I been to Lambeau? No, I'm going to
Yes.
go this year though.
Okay. I don't know. I didn't know if you've previously been there. And
Mm.
I obviously know. Well, obviously last night was a good night for you, but obviously not a good night for the Packers.
No,
They
I came home after our team went and got some food after and celebrated together. I came home. It was probably about the fourth quarter in the Packers Eagles game, and we lost. But honestly, it doesn't hurt as bad after that close of a win against Mott. I was just so happy about that.
Absolutely. Um, and finally, I'll end it with this. What is something people do not know about you?
Oh, I don't know. I don't really have like a fact or secret talent that I got, but I've always just grown up like I have two older brothers and they're the second oldest, like the closest in age to me. He's still like 5 years older than me. So I've always just kind of grown up alone in my house and basically like an only child, but they always come and support me. But I've definitely grown up pretty independent as a third child and not having anyone really my age in my family.
Sure. All right. Well, Johnny, thank you so much for the time as
Mhm.
always. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you.